What's up? What's up? So, you got your conditional hire letter for Knight. What's next? Let's talk about it. What's up? What's up? Welcome back, guys. I want to welcome you to the first ever episode of Trucking by Night. Tonight we will be talking about the Knight Transportation DQP process. So, you got your pre-hire letter. Your recruiter said, hey, you've got a conditional hire. We're going to bring you on. We're going to take you through orientation and go from there. So what does that really entail? So, Knight Transportation does the DQP training at multiple locations across the U.S. The DQP training is the driver qualification process. Anybody that has a CDL, whether it be a new truck driver graduate from a truck driving school of your choice, or a driver that's already experienced, has a few years experience under their belt, will go through this DQP process over here at Knight Transportation. I can only speak for the Phoenix Knight Transportation Terminal. That is where I did my DQP process at. It may vary just a little bit from state to state, terminal to terminal, but it's all going to be generally the same. So, if you are within distance of the terminal, a short distance, say 30, 40 miles, you have the option to go home every night or stay in a hotel provided to you by Knight Transportation. The hotel will have free breakfast included. The Knight Transportation will pay for the transit between the hotel and the terminal. In Phoenix, we have a shuttle that runs back and forth between the hotel and the terminal every day. You show up at the terminal on Monday morning or Wednesday, depending when your class is starting. First thing you're going to do is you're going to meet your DQP instructor. That instructor is going to take you to do your drug test. Your drug test will consist of a urine test and a hair follicle test. The hair follicle test does test back at least 90 days. Make sure that you are clear before you come out here, guys. You do not want to get out here, waste all that time, waste all that money just to fail a hair test. Make sure you're clear, you're good to go. After you do the drug test, you're going to go back into the classroom. The DQP instructor is going to get you set up on the Knight Academy portal. Knight Academy is where we do all of our online training, all of our safety training, ELD training, whatever mandatory training we may have for that month. Once you're set up on there, you're going to start doing your physical. The physical does consist of height, weight, neck measurement, blood pressure, and your standard physical with the doctor. Now, for those of you that are a little bigger, have bigger necks, there is a chance that they may tell you need to go for a sleep apnea test. If that happens, that is a fail on the DOT physical. However, that does not mean that you cannot get hired on by the company. What that means is they will send you back home. They will have you take the sleep apnea test. Then you will come back and you will redo the physical after you pass the sleep apnea test. Now, to continue on. After you've passed height, weight, blood pressure, things of that nature, you will do an actual physical portion of the DOT physical. This is not something that is done at every company. This is something that Knight specifically does. You will have 3 sets of weights, a 40-pound weight, a 50-pound weight, and a 60-pound weight. You're going to have a 3-tier stand, such as like a bookshelf. You're going to have to lift the 40-pound weight up to the middle shelf, up to the top shelf, bring it back down. 50-pound weight to the middle to the top, bring it back down. 60-pound weight has to go to the middle, then back down. Then you're going to take the 50-pound weight. You're going to have to walk back and forth across the room 5 times, down and back 5 times. Then they're going to check your heart rate. They're going to give you a step stool. You're going to have to step up and down off of the step stool for 60 seconds. Then they're going to check your heart rate again to make sure that it returns back to a normal state in a set period of time. Once you've done that, you go, you talk to the doctor, you get your physical card, you're done. From there, you're going to go to lunch. Knight Transportation does pay for your lunch while you were doing the DQP process. Depending where you're at, depends what it may be. It's up to the DQP trainer, whether they order food in, take you out to a restaurant, whatever it may be. We went out for wings one day, we went out to super salad the next day. Just depends on the trainer, what they want to do. From that point on, you're going to start doing the Smith training. Smith training is the defensive driver training. To sum it up, It's looking ahead to try to predict what's going on, such as watching your mirrors constantly, watching your surroundings so you can anticipate if something's going to happen. Watch ahead of you, not just in front of you, so you can see if something's going to happen, if a light's going to change, if a car is going to pull out in front of you, things of that nature. Safe following distance. Always try to keep 4 to 5 second following distance in between you and the vehicle in front of you. By this point, everybody should know how to gauge following distance. If you can't, we have a Bendix gauge that tells you how far away the vehicle is in front of you. Pretty simple. After that, they're going to put you in a van with one of the safety managers. You're going to go out, drive around with everybody, and actually go through the process, looking through the mirrors, and they're going to watch you to make sure that you're actually doing what they were teaching. From that point, you go either back home, go to the hotel, whatever it may be. Show up on day 2. Day 2 is going to be doing a lot of classes, sitting through doing paperwork, doing your ELD training, teaching you how to use the ELD system, how to do the vehicle inspection report. From that point, if you have more than 30 days of driving experience, you will have to do a road test. Your road test is pretty simple, guys. You're going to go out, do a little quick pre-trip around the truck, take the truck over, hook up to an empty trailer, safely couple to the trailer, walk around, do a pre-trip inspection on the trailer. Then you're going to go out of the terminal, drive down the road, make some turns, get on the interstate, come back to the terminal, back into a parking spot, uncouple from the trailer, and park the truck. Not hard, guys. A lot of people freak out about that. It's nothing to worry about. If you know what you're doing, you can pass it without an issue. But from that point, it's just finish up any little miscellaneous classes that you may have. Wednesday, you're going to come back in on Wednesday. There's not a whole lot to really do because you're finished up and the new classes coming in, they're going to be starting their training. So you're just going to kind of finish up any miscellaneous paperwork that you may have. Later that day, this only applies to the Phoenix terminal, but later that day on Wednesday, they're going to load everybody up in a van. They're going to take you to the Knight Transportation headquarters in Phoenix. You're going to sit down with your recruiters, talk to them, square everything away, get that all taken care of, and then you're going to either meet with Kevin or Keith Knight, depending who is at the terminal that day. For those of you that don't know, Kevin and Keith Knight are 2 of the owners of Knight Transportation. But they're going to sit down, talk with you, you'll eat lunch with them, and then you'll go back to the terminal, and from that point it's just a waiting game. Most of you guys are going to have your driver code by the time you get back to the terminal on Wednesday. They'll have already texted it to you. So from there, you're either going to be sitting waiting or you've already got it. If you've got it, you're going to go sit down with your DQP manager or your driver development manager. They're going to issue you your fuel card, get you your badge, get you any necessary paperwork you need, and then issue you a truck. Once you get your truck issued, you're going to go out, do a complete inspection on it, guys. Check everything. If there's the tiniest little scratch on it, write it down. That way you're not held liable for it when you go to turn that truck in. Get you any equipment you may need: safety triangles, fire extinguisher, spare fuses, oil, coolant, windshield wiper fluid, an extra set of windshield wiper blades, a new mattress. Anything that you may need, go ahead and get it. From that point, it's just get a load, roll out. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's a good company to work for, guys. Let me be the first one to welcome you to Knight Transportation if nobody has done it already. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to drop them in the comment section below this video. I will get back to them as quick as I can. As you see, I am a driver. Safety is the biggest priority over here. You are not to use your phone in any way, shape, or form while you're driving, other than using a wireless hands-free headset to make a phone call. So it may take me a little bit to get back to you, but I will get back to all of your comments. As well, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or any ideas for videos that you'd like to see, my email will also be in the description box below this video, and I will get back to them as well. But I want to try to post weekly and keep you guys updated. Like I said, if you have anything you'd like to see, let me know in advance and I'll try to do it for you guys. Or if you just want to say, hey, I'm doing good over here, I have questions about the company, let me know. I'll get back to you. If I don't have an answer for you, I will find the answer and get back to you. But I want to appreciate and thank you guys for watching the first episode of Trucking by Night. And if you would, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell with all notifications. That way you get notified when I do post a new video. And I want to thank everybody once again. You guys be safe and stay safe out here on the roads.